Welcome back to the Destination Unknown Dude channel. We got an E-log update. He can see after all. He just wasn't functioning correctly when we first picked him up. But he's doing good. He's got no mama to keep him clean, so he's a little bit dirty. He's demanding on the food. He's got a lot to say. But he's doing well. We're back from our Hong Kong trip, and it has been raining cats and dogs, and we got standing water everywhere. Standing water, standing water, standing water. And it didn't rain at all last night, so this is leftover standing water from yesterday that has not soaked in yet. It's been some rain. Let me tell you, it has been some rain. But that's rainy season for you. It's the Philippines. More tropical depressions and stuff are coming. This is not even close to the end. It is what it is. This is what you signed up for. This is what you get. We have had the grid on for our whole trip to Hong Kong. The grid stayed on in case there wasn't enough sun, and that was a good move. For the month thus far, we've used about 120 kilowatt hours of power from the grid. So, like today, we're generating a little bit. It's cloudy, sprinkling right now on me. So, if we didn't have the grid, as crappy as it is, we'd be running a generator right now. So, that's why we keep it. Much rather pay the grid a little bit than buy a generator and have to listen to it and maintain it and do all that. So we're doing that. As long as the grid can function, we'll use a little bit of it. And somebody's phone is going off with a weather alert, so I think the weather's going to get worse here shortly. They hear the burp, burp, burp weather alert. We get those here in the Philippines also. A lot of these plants may or may not make it. This one, look at this one, sitting in standing water. Likely that guy won't make it. Same for that guy. We'll see. These root crops, not camote, but something else. These probably won't make it. They don't like standing in the standing water like that. It's actually a really drought resistant plant, so it doesn't like all this rain. But what can you do? The bananas love it, I'll tell you that. The chickens, the walkway has been expanded a little bit. The door has been adjusted. And there's been dirt added to the chicken coop. We also added more perches, because this is just a lake. We've added this, and it's deep. We've added more perches, so they're doing good. Let's check on them. They're doing good. They got perches for days in here now. And we got a line here for the egg laying station. There's 5 other boxes. What are you looking at? But they got perches in here for days, so they're gonna be fine. And we added more dirt, so they're up out of the water. So that's good. It's slow and steady here right now. Nothing's really getting accomplished fast. It's just miserable to be out here working, so we don't push the issue. We try to keep projects going inside. We got a new sink finally for our bathroom and moved the sink that we had downstairs to the downstairs bathroom. Believe it or not, I don't know if I ever showed the bathroom downstairs, but this whole time we've been here almost 2 years, that downstairs bathroom has just had a hot shower and a toilet. There was no sink in there. And we've had family come. We've had grandma staying here. We've had all kinds of action, and there's never been a sink in that bathroom, and nobody has said word one about it, because it's the Philippines. They're used to it. They're used to not having a sink or not having all the creature comforts. And you know, it's funny, like we're putting ceilings in, nice ceilings, and doing trim and doing this and doing that, and the lowest priority project was putting a sink down in the bathroom downstairs. So there you go. That's just the way it is. It's the Philippines. They don't love that there's not a sink down there, but they're not going to complain about it. They don't care. They make do. They go in the kitchen and wash their hands when they're done in the bathroom. No big freaking deal. So that's your update on that. We are rained out. We did put a deposit in on a Geely EX2 officially. 5,000 peso deposit, which is almost nothing. Reserved us a car. We're getting the top model that they sell in the Philippines, which doesn't really mean a whole lot. There's not a big difference. There's not a bigger battery or much difference between the EX2 base model and the EX2 top model. There's only two models to choose from. A couple differences, but not big deal. Bigger tires. It's got a black roof, which I don't like on the top model. But the biggest thing was the base model has a rear view camera, and the top model has a 360 view camera. And for around here, you're always going to be parking in a tough spot. You're always going to need to have, if you've got a rear view camera, you're doing good. If you got a 360 view camera, you can accomplish your task without too much suffering. But parking that Innova everywhere sucks. That thing is bigger than a normal car and turns like a tank. Turns like a semi, I should say. It doesn't turn worth a damn, and it's hard to park that bitch. It needs a 360 view camera. So the difference in price between the base model and the top model, it was about $1,500 US. And I'm a big believer in getting the base model everything. I don't care about creature comforts, but in this instance, that 360 view camera pays for itself with pays for the upgrade with one less bump on the bumper that needs to get fixed. So I got that, and it's just gonna make life easier. You're never gonna have a Costco parking situation here where you've got parking spots, or a Walmart parking situation here where you got parking spots for days and you're not parking on the street. It's just, getting around here is like nothing you've ever seen, and parking and getting in and out of parking spots and all that is a challenge. Just driving is a challenge. So it's worth it. That $1,500 is worth it for me, just to have a little bit better view of what's going on around the vehicle, especially when moving slow and parking. So that got done, and Hong Kong was awesome. That airport is unbelievable. It's massive, huge airport. It looks brand new. It's got a seascape. You know, when you're in a check-in counter and you're waiting in line, you've got the displays on what airline is serving you and which one's the economy section or business class section or whatever. In Hong Kong they have that, but the whole area, when you look up, the whole wall is a movie screen, and they've got an oceanscape. You can watch turtles and other stuff swimming around, fish and sharks swimming around. The whole upper wall above the check-in, the whole entire wall, when you look around, is all a movie screen, and they can put whatever. When we were there, they had an ocean scene on there. It was amazing. And the airport is just massive, and it was really impressive. I mean, when we were walking around Hong Kong, I just had a smile on my face the whole time. It was just, everything was cool. Everything was cool. The buildings were different, interesting, and the people were nice. Safety was excellent. Didn't have any concerns, issues, or otherwise. The weather was hot and rainy, but it was fine. It was cloudy like this, and a little bit of sprinkles keeps the heat away. So that was no issue. Hong Kong is just a really, really cool place and beautiful. Yeah, it's all high rises. Everything's a high rise. They're landlocked. They're limited on their land space, but the mountains right behind the skyscrapers look so cool. You got a whole herd of skyscrapers, and then an untouched, untamed mountainscape behind it. This is so unique and cool. A lot of exotic cars there, a lot of people with some money, not any pollution. They had a lot of double-decker buses that are used for public transportation, as well as a super organized and well-run subway, also called a metro. Yeah, man, Hong Kong was badass. Loved it there. And the double-decker buses will get you there. They're not belching black smoke. You don't really smell diesel, although they are diesel. They are switching over to electrification on the buses, but most of the cars that you're seeing are electrified. There's very few scooters, motorbikes there, so you don't have to worry about them whipping in and out and running you over. A lot of Teslas, a lot of Chinese electric cars. It's just a modern city and very impressive. I would definitely consider living there for sure, without a doubt. I don't know what their visa situation is like. I think the rent would probably be expensive, but walkability is excellent. Public transport is excellent. Getting a taxi is simple. They're available, they're around. You can get Uber, no problem. But we mostly rode public transportation, and it was excellent. You can get to the airport efficiently, and for $5 for two people to get to the airport on the bus. We rode the bus to the airport. It was fine. We rode the metro several times. It was fine. They have what they call an octopus card, and that gets you pretty much, you load money on it, and it'll get you public transportation, it'll get you a soda machine, it'll get you a slot like Taiwan. Once you get their card, you can pretty much buy everything with that. Everybody's got an octopus station you can buy, and you can recharge it and all that stuff. So we avoided getting the octopus card on day one. That was a mistake, but we ended up getting it with 2 days left, and of course we left and there was a small balance on the octopus cards, but whatever, it's fine. So we won't be getting that balance unless we go back. I think you got 1,000 days validity. So if we go back within 1,000 days, we'll have a balance on our octopus card still we can use. Otherwise, that goes to the coffers. But that's the update from us. That's what we got going on. We're just gonna hang out, wait for this weather to pass, see if we can get that car. And there's a river over here just past this house. There's a waterway, and that thing has been close to overflowing with all this rain, so that's a concern. If that thing overflows in this area, we're gonna have some problems. We're lower lying. It goes from the river and it goes down, so we're a bit lower lying. Over there is the most low lying, is the farming area, so that'll be a concern if that thing pops the bank. Hopefully it won't, but we'll see. It hasn't been super close, but with this non-stop rain, it compounds, so it adds on to itself. We'll see how that goes. My Issa's doing good. He's getting along with the new cat just fine. So they're good. Sharky's over it. Sharky doesn't care about the new kitty anymore. When we first got it, Sharky was all up that cat's ass. the little baby's ass and trying to do mom's things, and now Shucky doesn't care. So that's good. Everybody got their the newness, the shininess wore off, and everything's good now. So that's it. There's your update. We are doing the do here. We got to send off Mama's passport to the U.S. so she can get a IRS tax ID so I can claim her on my taxes and reduce my taxes. So she's got to send that off to prove who she is, send her passport off to the U.S. So we're done with trips for a little while, at least until that thing comes back. Hopefully it won't be long, but that's the update here. Oh, you can see the patio ceiling. I don't think I ever showed it. The patio ceiling that was always an eyesore and ugly is now vinyl planks. So that turned out real nice. And it's vinyl, so it's going nowhere. We got to do the same thing in the bedroom. We're going to do the same thing in that bedroom. We still have styrofoam in the ceiling there. The bathroom got done with these same planks. But the bedroom, we're going to choose a different color plank for that. And we're going to do that. So it's still styrofoam that you can see in the ceiling right now. But the styrofoam has been a game changer. Up in there, even the 2 inches, makes a world of difference. Oh, check this out. Look at Shark. Oh, I'm not focusing too good. Look at that. They love it. Kitty loves it. Sharky loves it. So, I guess that's all I got for an update here. Mama is working on a living wall over here. Let's see. Yeah, look at what's happening walking around the yard. Oh, my fan. I gotta get my fan back on, killing mosquitoes. We just keep this fly trap going all the time. It's dirty. I need to clean it, but that thing's always running. Gotta get some water for the animals. Always running, killing flies. There's no shortage of flies here in the Philippines. Don't worry about them. But we removed all the plants from here, and she's gonna get a living wall going. She thinks they're getting too much sun, so we got our sunshade going here, and that'll be the next thing for her to think about. Get a little garden, living wall. And we've adjusted our water collection because the gutter, one of the gutters for the house goes directly into this gray water tank, cistern, whatever you want to call it. The house's gray water tank. One of the gutters goes into this, so it gets a lot of water during rainy season. So we've adjusted that. Just see this gutter goes right down into there, and it's funky, nasty, soapy. The other gutter goes out there, and it's part of the reason that the yard is flooded right there. Is half of the roof goes right there into nothing. So anyways, this thing goes here, so we've adjusted it. Normally it'd go out and feed water to these trees, but as you can see, the trees are underwater right now, so we don't need that. So we're adjusting the ball valves, and we're pumping it in the neighbor's yard. It's a Australian guy supposedly bought this lot right here, and there's two lots there. So he's unable to, supposedly, this is what I've heard. I haven't talked to anybody, I don't know. This is the word I've heard, is he bought one and he wants to buy the second one. Can't locate the owner. So we'll see how that goes. We might have some neighbors pretty soon. It is what it is. They wanted way too much money for that property, so we didn't buy it. And as a result, we're gonna have some neighbors. We can't buy everything. I mean, 1 acre ain't enough. Especially if they don't want to sell it. I mean, I'm not paying $50,000 for an empty piece of property with a bunch of grass on it. And that was the price. So, you got to use your head. So we got neighbors. Whatever. What are you gonna do? You're gonna have neighbors everywhere. So there's your update. That's what we're up to. That's what's shaking here. We are flooded out and more rain to come. Thankfully, none of it gets inside. So, if we build a house out there, then we'll make sure that that thing is highly elevated to make sure it's not going to have any water issues. All right, y'all. Destination Unknown Dude out. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you around like a donut. A little cat ass on the way out. See ya.